Annyeonghaseyo. I'm bored in Korea. I'm bored in Korea, so I'm playing board games in Korea. Today, we'll be playing Dead of Winter. Our colony in the zombie apocalypse is besieged on all sides, and we're going to have to work together if we want to survive. However, one of us may not be what they seem. If you're enjoying the video, please make sure you're subscribed and give a thumbs up. Now, let's get to the gameplay.
So are we ready for me to draw the card, or not?
Oh, almost. We're going to reveal the crisis.
Ah,
Strength of the dead. Fuel equal to the number of non-exiled players, so 3 fuel. Remove all barricades from the colony. Add 10 zombies to the colony.
Oof.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would definitely overrun and people would die. So that's not good.
Well, I'm going to be clearing out 2 of those.
Oops.
2 or 4?
Because I can clear out 2 for free with her ability.
You can kill 4.
6.
Right?
Yeah, if I have a fuel card, yeah, but her basic ability clears out 2 for free.
Oh, I see.
Well, I guess we'll wait and see what's going to happen. So we're going to roll our dice.
I see. So if you spend fuel, you can potentially clear 4?
4
Yes.
with the fuel, and then
I'd say you
2
can potentially
more.
kill 6?
Yeah.
If I had a fuel card, yeah.
4? Wow.
Okay.
Too bad the mission is fuel.
Yeah, it's kind of like, which way do we want to go with this? You got your card and you're looking at it. Cool.
Yep, and I think we need to pause.
All right, hit me with it.
Oh my God, Cindy! If there's at least one helpless survivor at the colony.
Oh, yep.
She was a moment ago. Have you seen her? I think she was climbing on the old tree near the south wall. Did she go over? Did anyone see? Please, we have to look for her. We have to find my baby! Every player with 1 or more survivors at the colony must vote with a thumbs up or thumbs down. The option with the most votes takes effect. The thumbs up option is if every non-colony location has been searched between now and the end of next round, gain a morale. Otherwise, lose a morale and remove a helpless survivor. Thumbs down, we lose a morale and remove a helpless survivor.
Well, if we vote thumbs down, we just lose the game. So I'm going to recommend we vote thumbs up.
Thumbs up it is.
Well, I can... This is still the start of my turn. Oh, no, at the start of my turn, I can give us extra morale by killing the dude.
Doesn't matter. We wouldn't make it.
Well, still.
Because we would lose the morale, and we'd lose a helpless survivor, which would lose a morale, so we'd be at 0. It would never get to your turn.
Okay, so then I guess I vote thumbs up.
Thumbs up it is.
So we have to... Go ahead and read the thumbs up option.
If every non-colony location has been searched between now and the end of the next round, gain 1 morale. Otherwise, lose 1 morale and remove a helpless survivor.
All right, so we have to search gas station, hospital, library, school, grocery store, and police station. I guess this is good that it happened on my turn, because we have the most actions to do this. And
Okay,
maybe
I also
we'll finish.
rolled really poorly.
That's fine. I kind of think we're just going to win this round.
Oh, I haven't. Did I roll yet?
I don't think you have. And if you have, we'll just re-roll.
It's okay.
All right, we're going to use Brian Lee's ability to make this 2 into a 3. We're going to have Jenny. Jenny on the block is over here. Well, she has to... We have to search the police station anyway. So she's going to search looking for 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, probably don't need that. We probably do need that, though. So, yes. Okay, good. So we're going to keep this card. That would be nice, but oh well. It's not as good. 1, 2...
Can you potentially send Gabriel to the school to search there, and I'll search the hospital?
You know what? I think
And
that's something I can manage.
I can take library, hospital, and gas station.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and do this right now. Contribute 2 cards to the crisis.
I'll tell you right now, I rolled pretty poorly, so I can fight, or pretty much that's it. Or do low actions. I don't have enough to search, and I don't think we need to spend the food.
No worries, no worries.
So you got a 1. Do you have any fuel?
I
can contribute. I can contribute fuel to the crisis, and we'll be good on that. If
Oh,
you
fuel?
if you
No.
have fuel, then you can clear some zombies at our colony.
No, I don't have a fuel. If you have a fuel to give me, I can clear it, but I don't have to request it.
Yeah,
Well,
no. Yeah, it'd be better if we just put that into the crisis.
Right.
Because that'll stop 10 zombies from spawning, which is better than you killing 4.
6, but okay.
I'm also going to put 2 food into the food supply.
Thank you. And we are at 10 waste.
Let's see.
So I have to be cleared by the end of the round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm here. I can do that.
Oops.
I also have a 1 that I can do
I
that.
spent that die to search with her.
I think I should use my 1 to clear the waste, and you can use your 1 to kill some zombies. How about that?
Perfect. Great. All right. Gabriel is at the hospital, so he's going to search using my other 3. I only get to look at 1 card, though. That's not what I wanted. Do you think David is going to be sticking around the hospital?
I'd like to move Janet to the hospital because she gets additional cards when she searches. And so if I do that, I'm going to move David to the gas station or the school. I guess I can move him to one of these.
Okay. If she's going to come in...
So I'm just going to kind of trade place. I'm going to try to keep somebody here if I can.
So... And if I rustle, that means she might die. Would you be able to kill a zombie?
I can use 1 die to kill a zombie and then also search at the hospital.
Okay. So I will make
Yeah, I think
one thing of noise.
Ugh. Okay.
Oh, that's so nice that I got this back. Okay. Put that back. We're going to equip my night vision goggles that I found in the hospital on Mike Cho's dead body.
That's pretty convenient.
Yeah. I'm going to use a...
That's something a traitor would do.
Yeah, thanks. 5 to kill a zombie, and then I'll roll the exposure die. And I got a wound. I have 1 more die. Yeah, I'm going to search the hospital with my last die. Yes! Ooh, yes. I will be contributing a medicine
Oof.
to the main objective. All right, and then Gabriel is going to move to the school.
Okay.
Roll.
But you didn't. But you can't search it.
That's fine.
What was the point? You can't. We can't.
The point of going there was to make sure more zombies don't overrun the hospital.
I see. Yeah, no, but I like. Why not? Don't we have to search every location?
Not if we just finish the game.
When, oh, true. You're right. You're right.
And that's going to be my turn. Let me draw a crosswords card.
So we checked the main objective thing at the end of the round.
Correct. All right, you are good to go. And we need, I guess we don't need, but if we can get 2 more food, that would be good.
Why do we need food?
We're
going to win the game.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think we're going to lose 2 morale.
Oh, do we lose morale before we win the game?
Yeah, because we have to pay food
Well,
first.
Well, if we need to, the drunk can stab himself to give us an extra morale at the start of my turn.
I would love it if that didn't happen.
All right.
If that did or did not happen.
Did not
I'll
happen.
pay 1 food. There we go. I'm going to use my 1 right now to clear that. So 1,
Okay.
2.
Cool.
Do we have enough now?
Yeah, we're at 8, so we're good.
Okay.
Oh, but for food, 1,
mean
2,
food.
3, we would need 1 more food.
I cannot contribute food. Apologies. Yet.
You said you were moving someone out of the colony, though, right? Olivia?
Olivia needs to go to the hospital.
1, 2, 3. Okay, if you send Olivia to the hospital and David to like the gas station or the school, we will only need 3 food in the colony.
Okay.
And actually, is it necessary that she goes to the hospital at this point?
I guess not. Yeah. But it's necessary that she leaves, right?
Yeah. Either she leaves or we get another food.
Okay. I'm gonna need to kill a zombie, right? If I don't kill a zombie, then Alexis will die.
Yep.
Is that correct? And then we'll lose a morale. That happens before we win the game.
Exactly, yep.
Alright, so I'm just gonna have to do that first, I guess, because I'm gonna need to use a 6. That has to be a 6. So I'm gonna kill 1 zombie with Alexis.
Okay.
And I roll
zombie dead.
exposure, is that right?
Yep.
No babies, no babies.
Wound for Alexis, but that's not too bad. Not too bad.
And then Janet is, I'm going to use a 3, and I'm going to kill 1 zombie. And roll for exposure.
Nice. Nice kill. Nice.
And I'm going to 4, 2, kill another zombie.
Okay. Oh no!
She died doing what she loved.
Okay. Where did I just put this back?
Yep, she's gone. Oh, you know what? You needed 1 more die. Go ahead and give that a roll. So you got another action. You're gonna lose it for next round, so like I'll throw this 1 away, but you're supposed to have 1 more die.
Okay. I'm going to use Alexis, and I'm going to kill a zombie at the library.
And morale goes down because we had a death.
Oops. Ooh, is that going to hurt us?
That was Alexis.
Yeah. So 2. And that was my 5 to attack. So I don't believe that I can do anything else. Didn't I have a fuel? I did have a fuel. Okay, yeah. I'm going to contribute to the crisis. That's the end of my turn.
What happens first? Does the crisis go off first, or does the colony win thing happen first?
We check the crisis first.
Okay.
But right now the crisis should be fine. Oh, your turn done?
Yes, it is Pokey's turn.
Draw your crossroads card for him.
All right. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is use my 1 to blow away 2 zombies with Bev.
All right. Which ones would you like to take out?
I guess the 2 on 1.
Okay. Pokey, think you'll be able to find another survivor?
Maybe?
Maybe.
Why does he need another survivor?
It would really help me out.
Oh.
I think he's the traitor.
That doesn't sound like
No, before I do that, can we rewind a little bit? Don't actually hit rewind time.
What do you want to do?
Okay.
I want to sacrifice my drunk to move the morale up 1 so we don't die.
I would really appreciate it if you don't do that. I mean, if you want to, it is your person. Unless you think we're going to take a morale hit.
Hey, Pokey, do you have any food that you can contribute?
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
I do.
I have 2 survivor cards.
Ooh.
I will give them to you if you can contribute, if you will contribute food so that we don't die on starvation.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll take that.
If you would like to help Bob complete his secret objective, it seems.
I think Bob's the traitor.
So we don't want to help him do that.
I'm not the traitor.
Well,
That's
he
what
said
a
he's not
traitor
the
would
traitor.
say.
He said he's not the traitor, though.
I'm worried about people dying. If I were the traitor, I would not be worried about people dying. People dying would be helping me.
Okay, but you're also telling me not to raise the morale, and you're also trying to put more survivors in there so we spawn more zombies.
Well, right now, I'm not too concerned about zombies. We have plenty of space for zombies. What I'm worried about is us having not enough people.
How do we... Oh, well, okay, how can we not have enough people?
Because there could be a limit of people that I'm looking for, and we might be under that limit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you know what? I think the drunk is going to wander off into the horde in a stupor and die and raise everybody's morale by 1.
Pokey's the traitor. I've known it since round 1. Pokey's the traitor.
How does me raising the morale help call me the traitor?
You know what? We'll find out. We will find out in just a few moments.
I want to know your reasoning.
I don't have to provide it for you. We'll find out in just a few minutes. Go ahead, take your
That's
turn.
because you're the traitor.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think you're the traitor. Yep, that's it. That's exactly
So
it.
I used the 1 to blow away the 2 zombies. I'm still going to do that. So that's my second.
Now,
not my first action.
You could still help me. If you're not the traitor, you could still help me if the card harvest can give you add a player character and a helpless survivor.
I can give you 2 survivors and 2 helpless survivors. 2 characters and 2 helpless survivors.
And I just need to put a food in?
1 of each. Well, we would need 1 additional food to cover 2 more helpless survivors. We'd have 8, and we'd need 4 food total.
Well, there we go.
All right, food gets added in, and you just have to give him 1 of those cards, and then it gets played right away. Ba-ba-da! Helpless survivor gets added.
Top round survivors after your following and place their matching stand at the colony.
So take 1 of these cards.
Sparky!
Sparky, the stunt dog!
Sparky's the best boy.
I saw the symbol and I was curious what he does. We're rolling for specials.
Dude, Sparky's awesome!
Oh, wait a second. I might have missed a rule about spreading a bite effect. Harvest, where did you get bit? Did you get bit at the library?
I got bit a number of places.
I mean the actual death die.
The death die?
The tooth for
Who died?
Janet?
It was...
No, Janet was at the hospital.
I think she was at the hospital.
Alright, you need to roll for David Garcia then. If you roll anything except for a blank face, he is going to die as well. No!
What? Why does he die?
Let me just double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's the rule.
What is the rule?
Spreading a bite.
If someone dies, everybody else has to roll?
Spreading a bite effect. The bite effect stops spreading. Wait, what? Okay, good thing you sacrificed Forrest Gump.
Mm-hmm. But actually, that's not a good thing. Because that should have happened during his turn before I got a chance to do that. So shouldn't we have lost last turn?
I think you're right. Because we were at...
Does the game automatically end when it goes down to 0?
Yeah, okay.
Not at the end of the turn?
When were we at 1? Was it... Were we at 1 right there? Or were we at 2 there?
I moved it up when I sacrificed the dude, and I moved it to 2. Or somebody moved it to 2.
So yeah, I think I think you're right. I think we died to morale.
Dang it! I don't get to keep Sparky.
Oh, how unfortunate. I think you're right. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, well, let's go ahead and reveal our missions. I was not the traitor. I wanted to repopulate. I would win if the main objective had been completed and there were at least 12 survivors on the board.
1, 2, 3.
Now, okay, I want this known. I was the traitor,
I
but
knew
I
it.
didn't do it.
I knew it.
In fact, I actively hurt myself to not do it.
Yeah, because you put the food in there.
That's a tough win condition.
It is. There was no way I was going to get 2 food and 2 fuel and have my dude with a weapon survive.
Can I see this? What is this?
Yeah.
Medicine.
You were pestering us to save your girl's life and you had medicine this whole time?
Doesn't it say it can only be used on another player?
No, remove any type of wound token from a survivor you control.
Oh, I read that wrong because it says or removed from a survivor that shares a location. I think I only read that part. I was thinking that thing was useless in my hand the whole time.
Nah, you could have used that at any point. Oh, how sad that Pokey was the traitor the whole time, as expected.
So do I, even though my objectives are true, does that mean we just
Yeah.
lost because morale went to 0?
Unfortunately, we just lost because morale went to 0.
I did all that fighting just so I could get.
Oh, that's
to,
why you were doing. I'm like, does he have a mission that he needs to kill zombies? But why wouldn't he be holding on to the tokens? What's happening?
I was desperately trying to get these wounds on me.
Okay, that makes sense.
I wanted to get injured while fighting.
Nice.
Oh, if you hadn't
Yeah,
rolled that bite, we both would have won.
The traitor mechanic for this one is so hard.
I kind of don't agree. I think it was hard because you were trying to help us win.
Well, at the same time, though, if I had stockpiled fuel and food cards, you guys would have voted me out immediately because you would have known that I was hiding from you. So there was no way I could have won without exposing myself.
Yeah, we had a lot of pressure, and like from zombies and crisis card costs.
No, it was the crisis cards.
Yeah.
It was the crisis cards that really did it to me because I couldn't stockpile the food and the fuel.
I mean, you could have put the medicine in as a bluff, but then we probably would have been onto you anyways. Because I kind of agreed with Bob that you were seeming a little suspicious at the beginning.
Yeah.
So I made the decision, like in round 2, that I'm not going to be able to win as the traitor, so I'm just going to try to stop you guys from winning on your objectives.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's like if I can't win, you can't win either, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not how it's supposed to be done?
I would say no.
Right. Are you saying that just because you're salty because you didn't win, or are you saying that
No.
for reals?
Well, nobody won.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that it's better to try to win yourself than try to stop other people from winning. Because if you had been hoarding cards, maybe we would have said, dude, you're totally the traitor, we're going to exile you. That still doesn't mean that you're like out of the game. You would just get one of these exiled cards. So in this case, you would have to have more weapons equipped to a survivor you control than any other player. Bam. In fact, I think you would have won. Well,
No, because the first goal was to have a weapon.
No, the first goal was to say the morale's at 0. So you would have had at least one weapon connected to your guy. So your second thing would have been working, and then you would have been hoarding cards. So perhaps you would have had the fuel and the food, and so you possibly we all 3 could have won possibly.
Huh.
Okay, but I mean, there was no way I could have known this.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the card
exactly.
that
You
come
would
up.
not have known that this was the card, but that's kind of why I'm more of the opinion it's better to try to win than it's trying to make other people lose.
See, and I guess I was going off of like flavor rules. If I knew I can't win, but I'm the traitor, then I should betray you guys so you can't win either.
And that's fine.
Logically, that makes sense.
But that's going to be the end of the game. Let's go ahead and give some... we've already kind of went into this, but Harvest, do you have any thoughts on the game?
Yeah, so we practiced this once last week and gave it another run this time and enjoyed it just as much as before. We had some technical difficulties kind of in the middle of it, but really enjoyed it. Almost won again, but still am unable to clinch a win in this game.
Yeah.
So definitely like to play again and hopefully get a win next time.
Yeah, just to let people know about the practice game, it was exactly the same situation where he had completed his objective card, but
That's
the
right.
morale reached 0 before. And it's exactly the same because we had completed the objective.
The main objective was done. I had just managed to complete my secret objectives too.
But
and,
morale
it
reached
was
0.
Stolen from me.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about who stole it from you.
No, we don't need to. We know who it was.
Pokey, do you have any thoughts?
I do. The game looks daunting when you first look at it. It looks complicated, like there's a lot of moving parts, and it looks like it's going to be difficult to learn and play. But it was less difficult to learn than I thought. I will say that in my experience as the betrayer, it seemed too difficult for me to win, just because of the crisis cards that came up that would have given me away as the traitor. But I think that's more just the randomness of the game and not the design. So I don't count that against the game design. Other than that, I mean, this was super fun. Not a fan of the. This is completely aesthetic and my personal choice, but the giant first player knife token, I don't understand why that's a thing. But other than that, it seems pretty cool. Also, It has Felicia Day in it, who was my nerd crush.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and just zoom in real quick. There she is. In case you don't know who Felicia Day is. Yes, I agree with you both. The game is a lot of fun. The fact that there are 10 different objectives really varies how you can try to play the game. When we played the practice game, I was the betrayer, and I kind of had the same experience as Pokey in this game where I felt like, you know what, I don't think I'm going to be able to win as the betrayer. Kind of going off what I said previously about the route you took at that point, I went down the other path of, okay, well, I'm going to try to help Harvest and Paper Knot, who was playing it at that time. I'm going to try to help them win. And it wasn't until the exact last turn that I looked at the board state and I realized I can win this. I was a little off on my math, so I ended up losing the victory on my own, but
If I had gotten a final turn, because the way it came out, the game technically ended before I got my last turn. But if I had rolled better and gotten a final turn, I might have been able to rustle up 2 fuel and a food card for my searches. But yeah, I see what you mean. It seems like the betrayer finds it real difficult to win.
Exactly. And you also, because you had this medicine in your hand, if you had found the 2 fuel and the 2 food, you could have, well, no, because these are all going to be fuel. Yeah, never mind. You wouldn't have been able to outnumber that. But maybe there was something you could have done to make it so that the morale reached 0. So yeah, that's all.
Well, I mean, Bev was wounded. I could just move her around until she died.
We'll move her once and then fight zombies if you had the dice. But if you're using the dice to search, it's one of those things. It'd take too long to figure it out right now. But exactly, it really feels like you're never truly out until the last turn has been played. Because I thought we had this one locked up, and then a few bad rolls. Ooh, look at that! Oh, Dice Tower, eat your heart out. It felt like we could have won. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and call the video here. You guys can say your goodbyes. MagicPokey, you want to say goodbye first?
This was fun. Thank you for having me on for this episode. I quite enjoyed this game. Thank you, man.
You're very welcome. Harvest?
Yeah, same. Thanks for inviting me back, and yeah, had a lot of fun.
Great. Everyone, stay tuned. We'll go into my in-depth review right after this is done. So have a great day, everybody. Bye. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the review section for Dead of Winter. We're going to start, as always, with my fun category. For fun, I rank Dead of Winter a 3. Now, I want to stress that this isn't a low 3 or a bad 3. It's just because the game is so very tense, and the setting is more horror than comedy. So, although it's fun at the end of the game, and you're talking with your friends about it, during the game, it's much more nail-biting and edge-of-your-seat worrying that I kind of scored a little bit low on the fun category. Something that is very fun with it, though, are the crossroads cards. These little cards that you draw every round for each player's turn, and maybe it happens and maybe it doesn't. That's a nice little fun aspect to it. It creates a little story hook, and it can change the game state in an instant, and that adds to the fun of a game. Which leads me to my final point, which is the little bit of randomness helps keep you second guessing, like, do I want to try to push this? I don't have any wounds right now, but perhaps I'll roll the bite on the exposure die and my survivor will die. That adds to that excitement that I'm talking about. Our next category is going to be interesting. For interesting, I scored it a 4. When you know the communal group goal, the main objective, and the round's crisis, it really allows you to strategically plan out your turns and encourages group conversation about who's going to focus on what activities to accomplish those goals. But something to always keep in mind is, one or two of these players might actually be traitors. And they say they're going to do something, but then they do the opposite thing. That's a very interesting situation to think about in the middle of a game, especially when it's, life and death, not real life and death, but in the game, life and death. And one of those things that you have to keep second guessing your teammates about is how they're using their actions. A good example would be Pokey, when he was at a location and he was using his fuel cards to fuel his flamethrower lighter, killing zombies, and yeah, great, you killed zombies, but we could have used that fuel in the crisis, so what are you doing? It's an interesting and fun aspect of the game. Our last category is going to be complex. For complex, I scored it a 3. I think it's of a middling complexity because there are a lot of different characters and they all have different skill values, low, high. They all have different special abilities. Plus there's a lot of different equipment cards that you can find and equip to your heroes along the way. And they all slightly bend the rules a little bit. And it's very easy to get your characters mixed up and you think one character is at the school but they're actually at the gas station. And you've used the wrong die to search because they had a higher search requirement. And, oh well, you gotta rewind time because you weren't allowed to do that. Something else that adds to the complex nature of the game is the infrequent rule situations. So for me, you might have saw that I had trouble with the bite effect, spreading the bite, because that's a 1 in 20 chance. 1 in 20 or 1 in 12? I don't know, because it's so infrequent that you need to count that exposure die. But anyway, when these little things happen and they're not usual, you most of the time have to go back to the rules and double check to see how it actually goes through properly. So it just adds to the complex nature of the game. Overall, I really enjoy Dead of Winter. The best way I can explain it is I've played the game about 10 times and I've never had a winning session. I've come close lots of times, many times on the very last turn. Maybe I have my objective card completed, but we get overrun with zombies and everyone dies and morale goes to 0. It's unfortunate, but it's never lessened my desire to play again. I've always looked forward to the next time we get to try to play Dead of Winter. So it's a very enjoyable game. Something else is I believe players of all different backgrounds can really enjoy this game. So Pokey is much more of a role player than I am, and he really got into the background of all of his characters and his traitor character, and he really dug into his story. For me, I'm more of a mechanical player, and I really enjoyed seeing the different puzzle pieces laid out from our main objective and personal objective cards, and I enjoy trying to solve that puzzle. So lots of different people can enjoy this game for different reasons. Some things to watch out for is newer players to the game may not keep in mind that there is possibly a traitor at the table, and that is a huge problem, because even a bad traitor can take an almost certain victory for the loyal survivors and turn it into a total failure. And it can really feel bad when you were this close to victory and you thought you had it locked up, and then one player just spirals out of control for one turn and, oh, nope, we lost. So I find it important to always stress, hey guys, there could be a traitor at this table. I know John said he was going to do this, but is he really going to do this? He did XYZ last round, and that wasn't what he said he was going to do. Can we trust him? Should we exile him out? And it's important to remind people that even if there is a traitor at the table and you exile them out, it's not going to be the end of the game for that player. Being exiled means you just have a new objective that you need to work towards. And it's a new objective whether you are a loyal survivor or the traitor. So being gun-shy about exiling people shouldn't be a problem. If you don't trust somebody, you don't trust them. Just kick them out. Let them work towards their own goal. So in the end, this is an easy recommend for me. The game is highly thematic and thoroughly enjoyable, and I think most players will get into this setting and worry about the future of their survivors, their little following. If you haven't tried this one out yet, I very much recommend you go to your favorite local game store to start shambling around screaming, "Games!" until you find it and can play it. Well, until the next time, I hope you have a lot of fun playing Dead of Winter, and we'll see you then. Goodbye.